Hi, everybody. Welcome to our first typo class. I'm so glad you're joining me today. Let's get our playlist started and we'll head down to the mat. We're going to start on our backs this morning. So I was thinking that we could start in Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly, but obviously you can do whatever you want with your legs. Butterfly is when soles of the feet are together and knees fall open. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you kind of tuck the shoulder blades under. And just begin the process of like allowing the body to arrive on your mat. So maybe you want to deepen your breath right away, maybe not quite, but see if you can just start to turn the gaze inward. Feeling the back side of the body just start to soften down more and more. Neck releases, shoulders kind of melt open. Hips and inner thighs, see about softening that. Now, if you're feeling a little pinch in the low back here, just scoot your feet out away from you a little bit further, okay? So just kind of noticing. Part of yoga is becoming like the non-judgmental observer of yourself too. So just noticing where the mind is at, where the body's at. And as you breathe deeply, slowly, it just helps you tune in. We have different bodies, right? We're different people moment to moment sometimes. So just see what this body is that's here with you today. And now is a really nice time to set an intention for your practice. Very important because it's what makes our practice a moving meditation and not just exercise. If you're not sure, my intention for myself, and you're welcome to borrow it, is just to practice accepting where I am today, right now, and showing myself a little kindness. So if that resonates, go ahead and seal it in with breath. And then hands come to outside of thighs, gently guiding them back together. And we'll let them softly fall side to side at a pace and at a depth that works for you. You can keep your eyes closed. Keep breathing steady. That steady, slow breath is what's going to carry us through practice, even when it gets challenging. Go ahead and hug around the shins. First, just squeezing them in. Feel that slight compression in the hips. If it feels a little better to you to open the legs wide just a little, you can do that. And then maybe you draw some circles in the hip joint and switch directions. Keep breathing, then start to rock and roll up and down the spine. Take your time here. We're just going slow, massaging out the back. We'll roll right over our shins, finding tabletop. I always start off my classes with hand and wrist stretches. Wrist health is super important in a practice like this. So nice wide fingers. I always start by lifting my palms up, pushing into the fingers, shifting my weight forward, and then palms come back down, and I'll repeat that a couple of times. So we're just rooting the knuckles down, equal weight distribution across the hands. Good, and then palms come down. We're going to turn our fingers out to face the side edges of your mat and just shift your weight side to side slowly. You'll notice that if you're keeping your palms down, you don't need to go super far. Keep breathing. And then we're going to turn our fingers back to face our thighs. You can either hold it steady there, or you can bend the elbows a little bit, lifting the palms up. Just keep breathing. You can close your eyes. You can keep your eyes closed as much as you want. I find I often do that in my own practice. Good. Hands come back around to face forward. Maybe give them a shake, switch sides, and then really get them planted down. So wide fingers pushing into the mat. You start to like feel the chest engage, lift the belly. We're going to curl the toes under, lift the knees an inch, lift the low belly more, pushing into the shoulders, and then we'll lightly step back, high plank. So again, noticing if you're rolling to the outside edges of the hands, and really try to press down through pointer finger and thumb, the knuckles. Low belly hugs up and in, and then we're squeezing the butt so that the tailbone points down toward the heels a little bit. See if you can lift the kneecaps, engaging the thigh muscles. Good, letting the body start to build a little heat, maybe a little shakiness, right? We're just breathing steady no matter what. Okay, inhale, right leg elevates a little bit. Exhale, knee comes into chest, arching the back. And send it back. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, arch the back, lift. Send it back. So start to flow your own breath, your pace, but go slow. Use full length of breath to get where you're going. Really squeeze and arch the back. We'll do one more each side. Really trying to lift knee up to the chest. And then set the knees down, child's pose. Let the forehead make contact with your mat. Few deep breaths here. Maybe the body feels warm. Maybe your heart rate just elevated a little bit. Let that all sink in. Coming back forward, tabletop. Elbows are going to replace the palms. Come on down to forearms. Stepping back, forearm plank. Again, everything is long in one low line. Leg muscles are squeezing, pushing into the shoulders. Long neck. So maybe you even like tuck your chin a little bit and lengthen the back of the neck. And we're breathing through any struggle, any sensation, any challenge. Of course, knees can be down at any time. One more big breath in. And we're lowering all the way down. Untuck the toes, Sphinx pose. Heart draws through the arms, shoulders down, neck is long. So you really want to like pull the forearms back toward you to get a little traction there. And use your inhales to really help stretch out the abdominal muscles. Feel them expand. Good. Now we'll press back through table to our downward dog. Start to pedal slow. Softening heels down toward the mat. Also notice your arms. It's like you want to think about the arms as an extension of the core, really. So really press them down into the mat. Soften the knees, and tailbone leads the way up and back. So feel free to keep a soft bend in the knees here at all times. Finally settling into stillness. We'll take 3 big deep breaths here. Loosen the neck. Doesn't feel like a resting pose yet, but it probably will. Okay, inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, step or walk to the top of your mat. Knees soft, trying to get the belly maybe on the thighs, so as much knee bend as you need to be there. And then head hangs down heavy. Arms can be wherever you want them. You can grab opposite elbows. You can let them hang down. My personal favorite, you can clasp them at the base of your head. And then just allow the upper body to be loose and sway side to side. Keep breathing. Good, and release hands down. Find a halfway lift on your next inhale. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale halfway. Exhale, fold it down, root down through the feet, rolling all the way up to standing, reaching up, 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 and then hands to heart. We'll find our mountain pose. So bringing feet more under the hip bones, soft knees. Notice the base of your feet. Okay, so lift the toes up for a second. Feel the feet pressing and then set the toes back down. From there, we're lengthening up, getting tall, shoulders roll back, crown of the head lifts up. Maybe you close your eyes for around a breath or two, but noticing here the balance of peacefulness and power, right? Strength and stillness. We're going to see if we can find that through every pose, every transition we move through. Okay, inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, dive down. Halfway lift. And exhale, high plank, get it set up. Now, shift your weight forward into the fingers a little bit, okay? Spinning the eyes of the elbows forward. You can set your knees down or not. You're gonna take a breath in, and then we're gonna slowly lower down, hugging elbows in to the side body. Go slower. Yeah. Landing in one line, untuck the toes. Inhale here for a baby cobra, just lifting the heart. We'll hold here for a couple breaths. So noticing how you can use more core and less hands. Maybe you even try floating the hands. But breathe, like expand across the chest. Neck is long. Good. Next exhale, pressing back to downward dog, however you want to get there. Inhale, bend the knees, and again, exhale, top of your mat. Inhale halfway, and exhale, fold it down. Big inhale, reach up, and exhale, heart center. So since we're moving slow today, it's going to be really important to keep your breath long and steady so that we never have to feel like we're rushing when we just do one breath per movement, okay? So inhale, reach. Exhale, take it down. Breathe in halfway. Breathe out, high plank. Set it up, get strong. Inhale, shifting forward, knees down or not. Exhale, slow, lower. So I want you to use the full exhale to get where you're going. Strong shoulders. Untuck the toes. Inhale, heart lifts. And exhale, downward. Cool, one more. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop, top of the mat. Breathe in halfway. Breathe out, fold. Inhale, roll it up, reach. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, high plank. Set it up, get strong. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, slowly lower down, rooting those knuckles down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Ha. Okay, walk it out if you need to. Maybe shake the hips side to side. Shake the head, yes and no. Inhale, bend the knees deeply. Once again, we're stepping to the top of the mat, but this time feet together. Hips come down low, arms sweep up, chair pose. So everybody has like the chair pose that they just kind of like come into, but see if you can really like sit back. So send your butt back, but chest is still open, widening the arms to give yourself more space to breathe. And then super important, low belly hugs in so that the back, your tailbone area can be long. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Strong breath as the legs build some heat. Sit back a little more. Good. So we're gonna keeping ourselves in chair. Right arm inhales up and back, like a little backstroke. Exhale, down, around, through. And same thing, left arm, inhale, up and back. Exhale, down, around, through. So keeping the hips low. Again, inhale, right arm, up and back. Really reach, down, around, through. Other side, inhale, reach, keeping the hips low, belly engaged. Down, around, through. Last time, inhale, reach. Exhale. Left arm, inhale, reach. And exhale. One more inhale here. And exhaling to fold. Let it go. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, shifting forward, knees down or not. Exhale, lower. Maybe you're going just halfway for chaturanga. Find your back bend. And downward dog. Right leg rises high. We're going to breathe here and hold. So trying to keep hips square for now. Really lift, softening left heel down. Lifting right leg a little bit more. Good. Now take a big breath in here. As we exhale, we're bringing knee to left arm underneath us. Slow. Inhaling it up and back. Again, exhale, tap that left arm. Lift, lift, lift. One more. Big, slow inhale. Exhale, tap that arm. Bringing knee to chest, arch the back. Step the foot through. We're coming up for high lunge. So take your time. Let yourself settle. Let the breath flow. Finding the work here, right? Because this is like, it's a lunge. It's basically a warrior pose. So a little soft bend in the back leg. Low belly pulls in. Pushing hard into the base of that front foot. I want a big bend in this front leg. Shoulders down, yet fingertips are actively reaching up. Good. Bringing arms to like goal post. And then we're going to press the arms back toward the wall behind us, creating just a slight back bend. Breathe space across the chest, shoulders. Maybe your gaze lifts a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of a cat and cow motion here. So inhaling, really press the arms back, lift the heart. And then we'll exhale, elbows together, tuck under a little bit. Inhale, a big sweep up and open. Exhale, tuck under. So keep going, your pace, your breath. Really moving the spine, waking it up. Allowing the legs to work hard. This is the last one. And exhale. Now we're inhaling, arms sweep up. And then we're exhaling to tip forward. We're going to hold it right there. So I want you to pull the low belly up away from the front thigh. And I want you to press down into that front foot as much as humanly possible, because we're going to slow motion, like slowest lift ever into warrior three. Ready? So here we go. So arms are reaching, pushing down. I want this back foot to drag along until basically it floats up. That should be a lot harder than using momentum, and that's what we want. So once you're there, see if you can settle in, like finding stillness, even if it's not physical, right? So even if you're wobbling around today, your breath is steady. Good. Start to bend this front leg, get belly on thigh, gently land back toe down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to the mat, high plank. Now you can go right back to down dog, or you can flow through your vinyasa flow. Making practice your own, right? Left leg rises. We're breathing space where space needs to go in our bodies right now. We're softening right heel down. Arms are strong, neck is long. Shoulders are not crowding the neck. Good, breath in here. Exhale, knee taps right arm up as high as you can. Inhale, up and back. Big exhale, contract the core, twist. One more inhale. Exhale, tap and squeeze. Knee comes into the chest and step it through. Set up your high lunge. And settle. Hips are square. Spine feels long. Gaze is soft yet determined. Good. And then a goal post, arms again, pressing them back behind you. Maybe you're able to find a little bit more of a back bend, maybe not. Doesn't matter. Find what you want to find and breathe there. Then we'll start our little cat and cow thing. So inhale, press the arms back, lift the heart. Exhale, elbows together, tuck under. Inhale, big open. And exhale in. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, tip it forward, hold and breathe. Feel a line of power from your fingertips to your back heel. Core is long and drawing in from all sides, even your back. Identifying your foundation here, the base of that left foot. We're gonna push down, we're gonna actively reach for something, and we're gonna let this right leg float up slow. Hips are square to the mat. Again, maybe you're tucking your chin under for that like neck lengthener. Steady. If you come out, you come back in, it's all good. Starting to bend the front leg. Quietly landing back toes down. Inhale, reach. And exhale, hands to the mat. You can flow through your vinyasa, or you can do something else, or you can just go right back to down dog. Walk it out. Let's take a quick child's, maybe like 3 breaths or so. I always like to offer a few little like check-in points in my classes, so just to let everything sink in so far, to connect with your breath if you lost it, and to circle back to your intention if you need to. So while in child's pose, perhaps you tent the fingertips and allow the heart to melt down toward the mat a little bit more. All right, for those that want to continue flowing, find your down dog again. You can come to child's pose whenever you need or want, whether or not I cue it. Right leg up, breathe in. As we slowly exhale, we're stepping the foot through, coming back up for our high lunge. Okay, so get the lower body like settled and strong. Arms are gonna come out to the side, like, so I'll face you for this one, out to the sides. So you're gonna take the right arm under, left arm over. Single wrap is cool. If you're ready to take the full eagle wrap of the hands, you can. If your shoulders aren't doing that today, don't worry about it. Single wrap is great. So setting up what works. No matter what you've chosen, begin to pull the belly in and lift the elbows up. We're breathing here. Find the tension. Use your inhales to find where you can expand. Good. And then exactly the same as we did before. We're tipping forward, but with our eagle arms. Steady gaze. Push into that front foot, and then as slow as humanly possible, you're lifting that back leg. Still kind of pressing elbows out and away. Good. Slowly landing toes down, unravel the arms, inhale up. And again, exhale, hands frame the front foot, set up for your vinyasa, or just meet us in down dog. Left leg. And step it through. Get that foundation solid before you rise. So take your time. High lunge. Find it, connect with it. Now, this time, arms come out wide. It's going to be the left arm that comes under, right arm over. Single or double wrap. And sides can be different, by the way. They usually are. Navel draws back toward the spine, elbows lift up. Tipping forward. Lengthen the torso, lengthen the neck. Push hard into that left foot, and you know what to do. Lift that back leg slow. Good, just focus and breathe. Gently landing back toes down. Inhale, arms sweep up. And exhale once again, hands to the mat, making your way back. One slow breath at a time, knowing when it's time for you to modify your vinyasa or not. Always checking in. Lengthen the spine. Again, softening the knees so you can press the tops of the thigh bones up and back. Okay, right leg rises one more time. This time we're gonna bend the knees, open the hips up to your right side wall, keeping the shoulders square to the mat, and then you're gonna move that right leg around however you want to. Maybe circles, pulses, little reaches. Really just make space once again. Now, take a breath in here, and once again, we're bringing that right knee to left arm, tap it. One motion, inhale, up, back, and hips open. Exhale again, tap that left arm. Inhale, up, back, and open. Now this time, we're holding that knee there. Kick the leg out, set it down. Back foot spins and plants down. Left arm reaches up. This is fallen triangle. Bottom shoulder strong, so really press the mat away from you. Good, 2 more breaths here. Close your eyes if you want to. Top hand comes down, foot steps through. This time we're coming to warrior 2, so back foot spins down just like it was. Come on up. So I encourage like movement in your poses, so shoulder rolls, like little bends in that front leg, whatever helps you settle in, because once you're settled, then we're really gonna activate it. So palms up, palms down, what feels good to you. Low belly hugs in, like really zip it up there. And then think about the back of your thighs. See if you can wrap those toward each other. Hips lower, feet squeezing together. So feel that squeeze, not only like you're trying to wrinkle the mat between you, but like up through the midline of the body. Like that's the energetic kind of squeeze there. Hips get a little bit lower. Maybe close the eyes, front palm flips. Inhale, reverse your warrior, hips stay low, that front leg stays very bent. Exhale, swirl it around, side angle. Pausing here for a moment. Chest is slightly spun toward the ceiling. Bottom arm isn't really weight bearing, okay? Hips get low, feet squeeze together. We're gonna breathe here. 3 big breaths. Noticing like the inner monologue. Is it being kind? Once more, inhale, reverse. Good. Exhale, warrior 2. From here, we're headed into half moon balance. So right fingertips are gonna come down to block or to the ground in front of you, and back leg lifts. Just like in warrior 2, hips and body is totally open to your left side wall. And perhaps flexing that back foot. See if you can feel like hips are stacked and shoulders are stacked. Good, breathe. Now, just like we did in high lunge, we're going to start to bend the front leg, belly on thigh, gently land back, toes down. Inhale, reverse once more. And this time we're cartwheeling the hands down around, frame the front foot, pivot on the back toe, pause here. Left palm plants down, sending right leg back for your side plank. Hold it here and breathe. Hips are slightly lifting, really like lighting up the whole left side of the body. Hollowing out that bottom armpit. Top arm comes down, high plank. Get ready for your flow or just meet us back in down dog. I'm going to change direction so you guys can see me. Okay. Left leg rises here. Knees bend, hips open up. Press equally through the palms. Lift, move it around. Soften the right heel down and keep lifting. Big breath in here. Exhale, knee taps right arm. Big, slow inhale, up, back, hips open. That's one motion. Exhale, tap. One more. And tap. Now kick that leg out, back foot spins and plants down, and we are in our fallen triangle. Knuckles of the bottom hand rooting down. Maybe close your eyes, 2 more big breaths here. Strength and stillness. Top hand comes down, foot steps through. Set up that foundation for warrior 2. Come on up slow. Settle. Move around. What do you need to do here? And then really settle in. Like the warrior 2 in mythology is like focused and determined, right? So see if you can connect with some of that. Lower the hips down, and once again, feet are actively squeezing together. Feel how that fires up the legs. See if you can lower the hips down just an inch or so. Keep squeezing. Good. Inhale, reverse. Big, big reach up and back. And then exhale, side angle. Pausing here. Hips lower. Thighs squeeze together. Remember the back of your thighs too. Bottom arms light. Maybe close your eyes. 3 breaths. Let the sensations come up. Let them move through you. This inner fire that we build in yoga, we believe it like burns away the things that we don't need. Okay, one more time. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior 2. Setting up for our half moon. Left fingertips come down to whatever you have and lift the back leg. Again, if you're wobbly or if you fall out, you just come back in and you breathe. There's a yoga sutra that basically says, like, if you want to progress in your practice, you just show up consistently and try, like put effort in, and that's it. So that's all we're going to do. We're just going to try. Start to bend that front leg, belly on thigh, land back, toes down. Inhale, reverse. Hands cartwheel down and around. This time we're planting the right palm, pivot on the back toes. Send that left leg back. Vashisthasana. Feel your foundation pushing the mat away. Slight lift of the hips. Reaching up. So it's like sometimes showing yourself kindness is challenging yourself a little bit, right? And then sometimes it's backing off. So knowing when is the trick. High plank, breathe in, move through your flow. Okay. We'll do that once more each side. So right leg lifts and exhale, step through. Warrior two, come on up mindfully. Deliberately settle in. Get those hips down low, front leg bent. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. One more time, reverse. Now we're going right into half moon from here. So right fingers down, back leg lifts. Two more breaths here. Really lifting from the side body. Good. Landing warrior two. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands frame the front foot. Left palm roots down. Side plank. Top hand comes down. Take a breath here and make your way back. Again, knowing when you need to rest instead or modify. Left leg rises. Step it through. Warrior two, come on up. Settle. Get strong. Squeeze the feet together. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. And we're going right into our half moon. So left fingers down. Right leg lifts. Two more breaths here. See if that bottom arm can be not super weight bearing. It's just for a little balance. Land that warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Pivot on the back toe. This time right palm plants down. Side plank. Good. Top hand comes down, high plank. Flow through your vinyasa. Meet us back in down dog, and we're all going to meet in child's pose. So take your time getting there. Another little check-in point. Tuning in. So notice like how the energy, like your heartbeat, your blood pumping is all kind of swirling around the body right now. See if you can let that sink in. Our minds move through the practice quicker than our bodies do, so we have to let them catch up. Good. So it might feel nice here to crawl the left arm under the right, reaching, head and shoulders still down, but you're just kind of threading the needle here, breathing into the underneath the shoulder blades. Coming up, switching sides. Let the breath, like the inhales especially, let them just kind of explore the body in this shape. And the exhales can soften. Okay, arms reach forward. Optional core work. So come forward, forearms down. Of course, you can have knees down or you can rest instead. Stepping back to forearm plank, lower that bum down. Low belly super tight and pushing into the shoulders. Shoulders strong here. Hands can be clasped for now if that feels better. You could have them parallel too, doesn't matter. So from here, we're just going to inhale, glide forward on the toes, and exhale, glide back. So we're not piking the butt up. We're not going into dolphin yet or anything. We're just staying in one line. So firm up where you can. Use your breath to fuel you. Inhale forward and exhale back. Start to go at your own pace, listening to your breath, your body. If your knees are down for this, your glides are going to be probably a little smaller. Let's do 5 more. Slow and steady. 3 more. 2, and 1. Now parallel the arms, and we'll walk the feet up to dolphin. Dolphin is just down dog on the forearms. And as we do in down dog, you can soften the knees and let the tailbone point up. See where the breath travels here. Let it fill the body. Maybe you close your eyes. And gently set the knees down, climbing back up to the palms. And we'll make our way back to down dog. You guys, my sweat is dripping right on my mat right now. Okay, a little bit of balance stuff. So right leg rises and step between the hands. Left leg comes up to meet. Find a halfway lift and exhale, fold. Roll it up to standing and exhale, hands heart center. So yes, balance. Left foot is going to step back like a medium step, enough for the foot to fully plant down. Feet are still on railroad tracks. Hands to hips, lengthen through the torso, and fold. We're headed into pyramid first. So hips need to be square here. You can have hands on blocks or you can come all the way down, but the right hip tends to want to curl forward, right? So draw it back and pull the left hip forward. Next inhale, find a halfway lift, maybe coming to fingertips, and exhale, fold, melting down. Again, inhale halfway, and exhale, fold. One more inhale, and exhale, really melt in, let go. Keep breathing here. Bending that front leg, we're going to come up to standing and get set up for actual eagle pose. So we're going to have right foot standing, left foot crossing over. So once you have that, find a little squat. Now, lots of options in eagle. You can have the left toes down for a little kickstand. You can have them up, single wrap, or if you're one of those people that can wrap the toes back around the legs a second time, you can do that. My legs don't do that. So whatever. Everyone's going to have the same inner thigh squeeze though. That's part of your foundation. Send the bum back. Arms extend out. Belly in. Left arm is going to be under. You are going to find your single wrap or your double eagle arm. Once you have what you have, squeeze the inner thighs a little bit more. Belly in, lift the elbows up and away. We're going to think about transitioning out of this into warrior 3 with eagle arms. So first step of that is the left leg coming up. Flex the foot. Let the heel lead the way. Push back. Warrior 3. And then we're slowly unraveling the arms. Warrior 3. Belly pulls in and in. Now half moon. Right fingertips come down. Opening the hips, wrapping them open, opening the shoulders. Top arm reaches up. Lifting that top leg. Option to bend that top leg. Reaching for the foot if that's available to you. If it's not, don't worry about it. Slow release. Come on down, forward fold. Bend the knees, shake it out, wiggle, wiggle. Halfway lift. And fold. Rolling it up. And hands heart center. Let's do other side. Left foot down. Find your little bit of a squat. Right leg wraps around and you take whatever version feels good on this side. Send the butt back. Again, lock in that thigh squeeze. Low belly squeeze. Arms out. This time it's right arm under. Once you have your arms set up, really settle into it. Focus your gaze. Focus your breath. You know where we're going now, so that's a slight advantage. So core steady. Start to lift that right leg, flex the foot, push back, push the heel through the air. Warrior 3. Unravel, fly the arms out. Now, half moon, left fingertips down, rolling hips, rolling shoulders open, lifting that top leg. Option to find that bind. Can be like hard to find that foot sometimes. Breathe wherever you are. And a slow release down, forward fold. In all of my classes, I do malasana, so we're doing that now. So take the feet wide, heels in, toes out, drop the tailbone down. Yeah. So if your heels are lifted, that's fine. You just want to think about, you want to like move in the direction of lowering heels. Elbows gently press knees apart, which also opens the chest. Now, this time in my classes is kind of like yogi's choice. So if you want to pop into crow, if you want to just hold steady, if you want to put a couple blocks underneath your bum, maybe you just want to like close your eyes and chill. So just take the next like 3 to 5 breaths to do something that works for you. Something that can be nice is to like glide side to side, or maybe like one hand down, the other arm up for a twist. So just see what works for you today. Last couple breaths. Good. Now from your malasana, hands are going to plant down. Left leg steps way back. So you're in lizard pose because your hands are on the inside of the right foot. Hips lower down. Good. Then back knee lowers. Untuck the toe. Let the hips sink down more. So this next little series is like total choose your own adventure deal. You can stay right here. You can lower forearms down to the mat or to blocks. And then you can totally stay there, or you can turn the front foot out a few degrees, like a slight angle, letting hips soften that way. My personal favorite would be to progress from here, like take your right hand to inner right thigh, rolling to the side edge of the right foot, and then option to bend the back leg, option to reach right hand around for it. Right, so obviously you don't want to do this if you're straining or if it's causing you pain somehow. Wherever you've ended up though, 2 more breaths. Seeing if you can release. And release. Plant that front foot down, curl the back toe, lift the knee. We're stepping back forward into our malasana, and we're going to set up lizard on the other side. So right leg steps back. Lower the hips down, and then gently set that back knee down. Hips melt forward. Now, sides are different. So what worked for you on the other side might not be the case here. But you have the option to lower down to forearms. You could turn that front foot out at an angle. Before you progress, like make sure you take at least a breath or 2 before moving on, right? Then option to take left hand, press that thigh away from you. To protect the knee though, that left foot has to be flexed. And then of course, option to reach for the back toes. Close your eyes, 3 breaths. Think about the hips. The bigger, longer, slower your breath can be, the more it signals the body that it's okay to relax and open up. Good, release. Big step forward to your malasana, and then we'll come down to the bum. Little bit more into the hips. Fire log. So taking a seat, You're going to hold your right shin, keeping the torso tall. Then you're just going to move it around, rock it a little bit. Sit bones down firm. And then grabbing onto thigh, leg, or foot, you can almost hold it like a happy baby if you want to. Just bend and straighten this leg a couple of times. Good. Extend it long, hold it up. Maybe you invite it a little bit closer to you, but try to stay tall though. Notice if you're like dipping back. Lift the chest. We'll bend this leg. We'll put the ankle bone right on top of the left knee. Now, most of us, this is like the top leg is very much lifted. That's fine. I just want your sit bones down firm. If your butt's kind of like tilted, you'll want to go ahead and straighten that bottom leg. Okay. Then, wherever you're at, lengthen, tipping forward a little bit. Maybe close the eyes. This can get really intense really quick. If you need a little bit more in this, the bottom shin, bring it out away from you. See if you can keep your steady, calm breath, no matter what the intensity level is here for you. And just kind of being curious too about like, can you sit with yourself in a little bit of discomfort, you know? And the answer is yes, you can. You can breathe through it. Sink into it. And we'll come up slow, hands plant behind you. Unravel the legs and let them sway side to side. Finding a seat, we'll hold on to that left shin, move it around. Grabbing somewhere on the leg. Couple of bends and lengthens, mindful and slow though. Trying to stay tall. Next one, hold it long and invite it a little closer to you. Go ahead and put that ankle bone right on top of the knee, or adjust how you need to adjust. Like if your bottom leg is going to be straight on this side, get yourself settled, lengthen, and then heart tips forward. See if you can just fully release into this. Full breath. Notice if you're clenching anywhere else in the body to compensate. We'll slowly rise up, hands plant behind you, unravel and wave them side to side. Let's make our way down to our back. Let's go one gentle bridge pose. So heels walk in close to your bum, dig the feet in. You can have bent arms and press your triceps down into the mat and then push to lift. Maybe shoulder blades tuck under a little bit if that feels okay. Use the full base of the feet one more time. Let the air expand the entire front side of the body. Maybe you kind of sigh the breath out since the throat is kind of constricted, using your Ujjayi breath. And slowly coming down. Legs hug in. Option to go for happy baby here. Close your eyes if they're not already. Allow your back to release. right? We're not using shoulders, we're not using neck. Soften the hip flexors. Let the tailbone uncurl. Maybe you gently rock side to side. Allowing this gentle motion to just kind of lull you into a more relaxed state. We'll release our happy baby and you can find where you'd like to be for your Shavasana today. So maybe if you're near a wall, you could do legs up the wall. Arms wherever you want them. Take a few more deep breaths to just allow the body to release. Maybe you start at the toes. Without moving them, just notice them. Sense them. Traveling up the feet. See if you can let the ankles go. Moving up the shins and calves. Traveling up the thighs. Noticing if they're still trying to work. Hips and glutes. Let go. Low belly. Travel up the torso. Back rib cage is heavy. Arms. Let them release. Shoulders just roll open. Where your shoulders meet your neck, let it go. Base of the skull. Moving up the neck, release the jaw. Let your tongue go. Mouth, little muscles around the eyes, eyebrows, and forehead. And the ultimate act of showing kindness to yourself, giving yourself permission to enjoy rest. If you find that you have a busy mind, just see if you can watch the thoughts pass through like clouds. Seeing if you can stay right in that space between total rest and wakefulness. Staying in rest, Begin to deepen the breath. Really allowing the belly to rise and fall. Maybe you start to find some small wiggles of the fingers and toes too. Maybe arms sweep up overhead. Big inhale as you reach, lift the rib cage. And exhale, bend the knees and roll over onto a side, finding like a fetal position. Pause for a moment here. Let it all sink in. And then as you're ready, press up to a seat. Nice tall seat. Hands at heart center. And gratitude for this practice, for each other, for finding the balance between peacefulness and power. Thumbs come to third eye. The light and dark in me sees and honors the light and dark in you. Namaste.